Hello. It's only 5 days now until the start of the Invita Unconference, so I thought I'd just put together a very quick video to show you what to do when you join us on the day. So the Unconference homepage, which is where I am now, is what you'll see when you join Canvas. For those of you who've already accepted the Canvas invitations and had a little look around, then this will look broadly familiar. The one that you'll see when the Unconference starts just has this one extra button down here, which is where you'll click on to join things like the Welcome to the Unconference session and the close of each day session. So in terms of joining the Unconference, obviously we know that people might be joining at slightly different times, having to juggle other commitments at the same time, and it might be joining us from different time zones. So really the place to go to kind of hang together all of the times and work out what you're going to be wanting to join when is the Unconference schedule page. You'll have had a copy of this as a PDF on your emails too. Just remember that this is in UTC, so you will need to convert the time into the relevant time for your country. So for me in the UK, it's plus 1 hour for anything that's on the schedule. How the schedule will work on the day is you'll be able to click through a live link to join any of the yellow boxes. So these will all be synchronous discussions, a live video call. You'll just be able to click on the link at the appropriate time to go and join that straight from there, or you'll be able to join it from the relevant activity button on the homepage. So you'll see the first thing that you can join if you're joining us from the start of the day on the 14th is the Welcome to the Unconference. This is just going to be a sort of admin session to say hello and sort of get kick-started, introduce the vote. You'll either be able to click through straight to that on the schedule when you come on, so 8:30 UTC, so it'll be 9:30 for me in the UK, or just head back to the homepage. You could join that by clicking on the Unconference admin button, and then this tells you the sessions you can join, and there'll be a live link on this button here, so you'll just click through to there and that will take you straight through into the video. If you're joining a bit later on, so you're not joining us for the welcome session, then that's absolutely fine. Depending on the time you join us, then you'll be able to make a decision about what you want to do when you come. So if I go back to the Unconference schedule, we'll see that there is a mixture of synchronous sessions in yellow and asynchronous sessions in pink. So the asynchronous stuff you can do whenever fits in with you. The synchronous sessions are happening at the specific time. So if you were joining a bit later on in the morning and you wanted to dive straight into one of the synchronous discussions from the Unconference discussions that we've voted on that morning, you could just choose of the 4 which one most interests you, click straight through into there, and that will take you into the video call at that time. Equally, you can go and look at the Google Docs. So if you're joining at a time when there's not a synchronous discussion happening, you've got a decision. You can either have a look around some of the Google Docs we're putting together around the Unconference discussions, or you could choose one of the podcasts to listen to, or you could have a look and explore around the community notice board, or maybe the arts in physio education stream. So the way you can join around those things, if you're not joining a synchronous session from the schedule, you'd go onto the homepage and click onto the relevant bit of information. So if it was the guided reflection podcasts that you fancy doing, click on there. We've got a choice of 4 podcasts. Each one's about an hour in length. So choose the one that you want to listen to first, go through there. You'll be able to download the podcast from here, and then there's some activities that then flow on from there. So you might be asked to share your reflections, add them into the Padlet there, and then you'll be able to join us for a discussion around these on day 2. So I would plan which of these podcasts. You might want to do all of them. You might have 1 or 2 that interest you more. So plan into your day when you're going to listen to those, because one of the things we want you to do with the podcast is to listen to them away from the computer, maybe as you go for a walk, or go and sit somewhere else where you've got some space and time to think. So we're not spending the whole day on continuous synchronous interaction over video calls. So that's basically how it'll work. So depending on the time that you join, have a look at the Unconference schedule. If you feel a bit lost, if you get on there, you can't work out if there's a synchronous discussion happening, you're having problems joining it, the place to find someone to help is going to be in the coffee break area. So if you go to the coffee break area, then you'll be able to join through this button here, which is being hosted on GatherTown. And at any time when there's not a synchronous discussion happening, there'll be one of the unconference organising group in the coffee break area. So you can go in there, have a look around, find them, and they'll be able to point you in the right direction to get started with something, whether it's to join a synchronous chat or it's to get started on one of the asynchronous activities.